welcome everyone. My name is Deborah. If you're new here, we are so glad to have you. Please consider subscribing to our channel if you like and find the content helpful. Today, I'm going to show you how to create this fun and festive back to school balloon garland on a backdrop stand. This is perfect for welcoming students back or for any school themed celebration. It's easier than you think. So grab your balloons and let's get started.
Materials needed are balloons. Make sure you have enough balloons to cover the desired length of your backdrop stand. You can choose colors of your choice. I am using all Sempertex brand balloons. Fashion red in 5 inches, 11 inches, 18 inches. Fashion orange, 5 inches, 11 inches, 18 inches. Fashion yellow, 5 inches, 11 inches, 18 inches. Fashion lime green, 5 inches, 11 inches, 18 inches. And fashion blue, 5 inches and 11 inches. I am out of stock of the 18-inch fashion blue, but I will make it work. You will need a balloon pump, a manual pump or electrical pump. I highly recommend using an electrical pump. It will save you lots of time and energy. You will need 2 60Q balloons to attach your filler balloons and foil balloons to the garland. To give the garland a back-to-school theme, I added some of these super cute back-to-school foil balloons. Now let's inflate balloons to form clusters to build the garland. I first started with inflating 2 11-inch balloons to different sizes to add dimension and visual interest to the garland. See how the balloons have these coney shapes? Press down on them and slowly release the air to get that nice round shape. To make a duplet, lay one neck over the other, pull tight against each other, wrap around twice, and tie a simple knot. I will do the same with 1 11-inch and 1 18-inch balloons, making another duplet. I took both duplets, brought them together, took 1 small balloon from each and twist them together, forming a quad of 4 balloons. I repeated the process with 2 11-inch and 2 18-inch balloons, making another quad of 4 balloons. I took both quads and brought them together, took 1 small balloon from each, twist them together, forming a large cluster of 8 balloons. I used these large clusters to build the main base of the garland. Next, I inflated 2 11-inch balloons, making a small duplet. I then inflated 4 5-inch balloons, making a mini quad. I took a 260 and wrapped one end around the small duplet and wrapped the other end around the mini quad. I will use these quad clusters to fill in any gaps and help create a full cohesive look to the garland. I will continue this process with all the other color of balloons, creating large clusters, small duplets, and mini quads until I have enough to create the garland. Let's inflate the foil balloon and attach the 260 onto it using the H method with tape. I use the hand pump to inflate the foil balloon, making sure not to overinflate it to prevent popping it. I place horizontally a 260 Q balloon onto the back of the foil balloon. I then place horizontally a strip of tape to the middle of the 260 and secured it with 2 vertically strips of tape on the opposite side. I tied both ends of the 260 into a knot, creating a rubber band. For the backdrop, I will be using my 10x8 Welcome Back to School photo backdrop that I purchased from Amazon.com. I first laid it out flat on the floor, turned it face down. I folded the pole pocket, leaving enough room for the crossbar to pass through. I then used wide duct tape and went all the way across with the tape, creating a crease to create the pole pocket. Let's set up the backdrop stand. For outdoors, I highly recommend using backdrop stand weights to add extra weight to the backdrop stand. Assemble your backdrop stand according to the manufacturer's instructions. Slide the crossbar through the pole pocket and place the crossbar on top of the stand and secure it tightly. Make sure your photo backdrop is centered and even on both sides. Position each stand apart, allowing room for your backdrop. Adjust the height according to your needs. Most stands have adjustable poles so you can set it to the desired height. Once the backdrop is hung, smooth out any wrinkles. If your backdrop is made of fabric, you might want to iron it beforehand to ensure it looks perfect. To secure the side garland onto the backdrop stand, I took 260 balloons and tied their ends together, creating rubber bands. I placed the rubber bands into the mouth of backdrop clips and placed them onto 4 points on the backdrop stand. To secure the top garland, I tied tightly 260 balloons onto the handle of the backdrop clips. Let's assemble the garlands using the neck-to-neck method. You take a cluster, find a scratchy neck, grab another cluster, find a scratchy neck, tie them both together, and just continue with the process until you have reached your desired length. I love using this method because it helps you save on materials and it makes the garlands nice and sturdy. Let's hang the top garland. I positioned the garland where I wanted it. I pulled the 260 and wrapped it around the balloons in a figure 8 pattern, and I continue the process, securing the garland to the backdrop stand. To reach my desired length, I added a red cluster to the garland and tied in a quad of 4 balloons to the blue clusters for a balanced look. To secure the side garland, I positioned it where I wanted it and looped the rubber bands around the back balloons in the cluster. To reach my desired length, I added a red cluster and an orange cluster to the garland. Once your garlands are securely in place, step back and make any necessary adjustments to the balloons and the overall shape. Now let's wrap the small cords onto the base of the garland to fill in any gaps and to help create a cohesive look. I like tying the cord clusters to the ends of the 260s the best because some of the cord clusters came unwrapped when wrapping them onto the garland. Guys, let me know down in the comments if you use either of these methods and which one you like best. To attach the foil balloons to the garland, I wrap the rubber bands around a balloon in the clusters. To add some flair to the bottom of the garland using the rubber band method, I added a lime green cord and a yellow cord with 3 11-inch balloons and 1 18-inch balloon. I then added a cluster of 6 blue balloons and wrapped 1 small cord of red balloons and 1 small cord of orange balloons. Make any final adjustments to the balloons and decorations to ensure everything looks perfect. And there you have it, a beautiful back-to-school balloon garland on a backdrop stand that's sure to impress. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. We would love to see your creations, so tag us in your photos. Thanks for watching. Happy decorations. Until next time, you guys stay blessed, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.